Good morning. I'm going to give it a minute and let people pop in because I want to address a few comments and things that I have received since my review of that live stream yesterday. And I want to be very clear about some things with what I stated, why I said what I did, and kind of put some of this to rest.
Who's a bad girl now? Who's a bad girl now? Who's a bad girl now? I'm such a bad, bad girl.
Good morning, y'all. I hope your Monday is off to an amazing start. Hey, Janice. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Always Me 1969, Toe Beans, Brett, Revival, Mal, Catherine, Handmade Love with Love by Dawn, Diana, Am, Dreads for Life, Julie R, Sparrow, Rainbow B, Thor. I did, Am, I have to go look. Thank you. That's cool. Thank you all for being here. I think you guys all did that. Thank you. Hey, Sharon. We're 2,000 away from being able to do official fundraisers through YouTube. That makes my heart happy. Hey, Miss Liverbird. Hey, Jaguars Hooligan. Hey, Andrea. Fainting Goat Yoga. I love fainting goats. Hey, TK. Hey, Miss Leah. Butterfly. J. Kells. Lori. Facts Not Feelings. Peppermint Tea. Crimson Moon. Gem. Miss Brittany. Pixie Starks. Emerald Skies. Punky. All right, y'all. I'm not going to bother you for a really long time this morning, but I wanted to chat with you guys because, well, as you guys saw yesterday, I avoid my emails a lot. I mean, I have over 1,000 unopened ones. Yeah, it's a problem. I'm a problem when it comes to that, as you guys know. But there was one that came in when I went to get a certain recording. I saw that I had gotten an email from somebody I've spoke to before. Now, please understand, I'm not throwing shade at this person, but I realized that they completely missed the point of some of what I was talking about yesterday. So I'm going to take it a step back for a moment because I offended people with my review and the words I used about the situation. They thought that me claiming that it was predatory behavior was inappropriate and too far. So let me explain why I use that specific term. Again, if you have to close your eyes to imagine this, feel free. I don't care. I don't know what to do to help you guys see the bigger picture here. But I want to take you back a moment because if you heard these same things from a random stranger, a random male on YouTube that was using a child's photo, what would you think? If it was somebody else's photo besides his missing child's, would you be more offended? I'm sorry, but sexualizing anything and using a minor's photo is a problem. There's a problem with that. And I don't give a shit that it's his child. He has other parents that have a say in this. And when you're using that child's photo and sexualizing everything, there's an issue. It's incredible how people cannot see this. Like, I don't understand how people cannot see that. Let's say it was somebody else's, like a random YouTuber, right? Pick any male YouTuber that you can think of, or female for that matter, that has a picture of a minor, and all you're hearing is imitating jacking off and all of that thing. What would you, I mean, that would be a huge issue. Sexualization of minors in some facets is illegal. It could be considered by some people a form of assault. You don't get to do this stuff because you helped donate sperm to bring this child into the world. Somebody needs to say enough's enough. You don't get to sexualize and do all this stuff while using this minor's photo and it's okay. Just because you helped bring him into this world does not give you the right to do that. Sorry, it doesn't. It's disgusting. And I don't know how to bridge that gap so people, because they think, oh, well, Sebastian's missing, he's not going to see it. There's all these excuses. Absolutely it can. Abso-fucking-lutely it does, Am. Crimson Moon. What I'm specifically talking about is when he pretended to jack off while using Sebastian's photo as his avatar. That's a problem. That could be a major issue. But people overlook it because it's his biological child and they think he's got the right to do it. If he was using another minor's photo, that would be a huge freaking issue. We have heard people on this app get canceled for way less than what happened in that live stream. And I mean, brutally canceled with millions of subs because people do not sit by. There's a lot chasing. There's a lot that think there's nothing wrong with this. It's like, it's so mind-blowing to me to see how people can excuse this behavior because it's his child. No, that's even more concerning in my opinion. And I get people want to give him grace and empathy because his child's missing. It still doesn't give you the right to sexualize that child. I'm sorry. There's just nothing around this that is okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to I got to go watch this one live stream. I'm not going to out who's in my email because, well, I don't want to embarrass them, and I'm still hopeful that they can see the light because it's somebody that's been around for a long time. They just can't understand that this is some really cringe shit. Absolutely, Joneson, absolutely. Oh, and I want to speak on something else because I got some shade for this too. So Queen Bee did a live stream last night. It was over 7 hours. I really highly encourage people to watch the last 5. And I'm going to tell you why. Brittany J, to start off that live stream that kicked off all the disgusting stuff, attempted to use Joneson and Titanium as an excuse and a scapegoat of why she was crying and boo-hooing and all this shit. I went and listened to Joneson, so I got context of what had actually happened. I didn't need any more than that. Joneson was very clear. Titanium was very clear on what happened. But nobody had the clip at the time. Well, a wonderful, amazing person absolutely did have the clip and emailed it to me. And when I got off my live stream, I saw it. And I realized, oh, this is why she's flipping the lid on all these other people. It wasn't fair to Joneson whatsoever because Joneson and Titanium didn't do shit. But she showed her back office. And I made sure Queen got that clip. Queen showed it. But I had no idea the extent of the harm that she has done to so many people in the communities around us. There is a lot of personal hurt and harm that absolutely is valid for these ladies to feel. And I just want to validate that for a minute and say I'm extremely sorry. I have always, and I am so thankful. You guys have always been extremely respectful to me and not brought the personal side of things over here or what she did to each and every one of you. And I am very grateful that you guys did it because it is overwhelming. It's a lot. There's a lot of history there. But at the same time, I hope you guys all know that your feelings are valid and you have every right to feel the way you do because what she's been doing to people is bullshit. Straight up bullshit. I don't give a fuck about how much money she makes, truly. Don't care. I'm glad that she has some money to take care of her family. It's expensive to take care of a family. However, the way it's been done and how all the other stuff that goes with it is a bunch of bullshit. But don't you ever think that I'm going to protect you when you're over here shaming and blaming people for shit that they didn't do. And I've never even spoke to Jones and off this app out of a chat. Not once. But that's so unfair to do to other people because you fucked up. You fucked up. Nobody else did. You did. So I just want to say there's that. Debbie, receipts for what, Debbie? What do you want receipts for, Debbie? What would you like receipts for? You want to see the receipts of her showing that? I mean, I can do that later. I'm on my phone right now. But I have no reason to lie about that. Queen Bee showed it already. For analytics. Fuck yeah, right? It's crazy to me. I don't know what they want receipts for. Seth acting like he's jacking off and people doing all that stuff. And, you know, with a minor's photo has already been shown. So there's that. I don't know what else. You want me to show receipts of him using a minor's photo while he's doing all the sexualization, Debbie? Yeah. Yeah, Joneson, right? Yeah. I was so discombobulated in the whole fucking situation because I was like, how did we go from here to here? Anyways. But all of it, like, and then you allow, like, oh, you allow the child that you've made money off of to that extent get re-victimized on your panel and you have nothing but fucking laughter about allowing it to happen. Debbie, did you answer what you're looking for receipts on? What you looking for receipts on, Debbie? Hell yeah. And it wasn't me that caught that slip up either, just so everybody is aware. I'm not going to out who did it, but the person who did is amazing. And fuck yeah. Hell yeah, Idaho Charlie. That's an amazing group of women. Harlot, for me, I think everybody. I don't see how it's appropriate with anybody doing that with a child's face. Like that's a huge deal. I've heard people get freaking railroaded majorly over having a child's photo as their avatar picture, like creators. I don't think it's acceptable at all. Period. Across the board, especially that wasn't adult conversations. That was inappropriate, disgusting. That wasn't even an adult conversation. I mean, it's up to you. If you want to be seen as a somebody with predatory behavior, I mean, like what? I can't even. I'm a little confused by some of you. Like a little confused. Yeah, she showed her back office. Absolutely, it should have. Like what? That was not even an adult conversation. There was nothing adult convo about that. That was disgusting exploitation of a minor child. Fucking gross. And that's why I want people to try and take it out of like, if this was just a picture of another child, there would be major issues. Major issues. Exactly. Exactly, Voodoo Doll. Take the photo down and make it clearly known that you are just having, don't try to intertwine. Revival. I'm not waving to those assholes today. Absolutely, Carolyn. It was. It was so vulgar and she was absolutely giddy about it. But it was just, can you imagine? Let me flip the coin here. Let's say Granny. Granny, I'm going to use you as an example because you get blamed for everything with that one. But let's say Granny had a picture of a minor child and did that. And then had people on her panel that were making those noises and stuff. Imagine the reaction. Imagine if Queen Bee had a picture of a minor child. Imagine if BHB had a picture of a minor child doing that. Can you imagine the hell? But because he's the father of a missing child, people feel that we cannot talk about any of the disgusting behavior. Fuck Melissa Jade. If it was Chris, we all know how that would go. Yes, Nicole. Yeah, and I will give her credit. Like, she tried to talk about Sebastian, but they shouldn't have talked about him at all, considering where it was headed. I Pineapple icicle tree. I'm extremely prude when it comes to conversations about private sex lives. I am. I have always just trauma. Okay, it is what it is. But I am not a prude in any facet as far as like most of the time I can hear that stuff and I don't find it entertaining a lot of times, but I can just take it or leave it. That whole conversation yesterday wasn't even like funny humor. It was just pure straight up filth. Yeah, I bet she had a migraine from hell after cackling like that for that long. That was some crazy shit to hear that laugh for that long. Yeah, it's concerning. Truly, I'm sorry. I'm reading your guys' comments very quick. It shouldn't have happened. No, and to hear people condone it or excuse it because his child's missing, that's a problem, people, and should maybe make people step back and say, can you imagine if that's how that, I don't know, if the child saw that, like, I just find it to be so disgusting. Exactly, Sharon. Adding that to it is even worse. Oh, Donna. Aw. Yeah, Nora's grandma. Nope, I didn't either. Yep. I'm really glad that I'm really glad to see that people are talking about it though and addressing that it's so inappropriate, because just because the child is missing does not give his parents the right to sexualize him. I'm sorry. It's not okay. Oh my gosh, Anne. Ugh. Joe, he said that it was late night humor. Well, that's kind of an interesting excuse because he's done that many other times on other panels, especially the lab. I guess those are just late night panels too, even though Sebastian was titled in them. I mean, they didn't get to that extent, but yeah, Jason, I don't know. It was extremely exploitive and disgusting. I never had a good feel. Yeah, Curvy, I'm with you. Yeah, Emerald Skies. I'm super. Oh, it makes me feel so good because I was like, oh, I'm going to end up fighting with people this morning again. Exactly, Lori. Yeah, you can put it any way around. Sandra, and Brittany even mentions that. She's like, can you imagine playing video games with well, she was implying Uncle Seth or Uncle Taco and Seth. And I was sitting there thinking, yeah, yeah, I can. I would have a major fucking issue if they were talking to my minor child. Yep, I was. MK, right? I don't want to talk about that. Oh, Kim, I don't know which one you're talking about. Which panel? Texas Blue Bonnet, yes. The Clippers do amazing. Widow 33, I'm not sure what legally can be done, but I hope that I made sure to get a copy of the full unedited video to somebody to get it to them. So, yeah, generally there's that. I mean, hey, Grandma Sherry, it's wrong. Yeah, there's no excuse. Like, I don't care. No, Harlot. No, 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 no. Originally it was titled "Let's Try This Again," and she started off her stream bawling and carrying on over Jones and hurting her feelings. In reality, it was because she showed her back office and she outed herself and she knew she was going to get busted out. So she started it off with this whole victimhood status. That's how it originally started. She changed the name after the fact and she highly edited what was in the video out. So again, I don't know how you're excusing behavior of men, grown men in their late 40s and 50s, acting like they're ejaculating, touching themselves while using a minor child's photo. I don't know how you're excusing any of this, truly. Tia, I'm so glad you guys got the space to do that. Honestly, I have so much respect for the group of women because you guys know I have tried to like stay out of the personal stuff. But listening to that was eye opening, and I appreciate you guys sharing your stories and talking about it. And sorry that you guys have all gone through that and been at the center of so much of this chaos. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, there's a lot of people that find that type of humor to be okay. I, not one of them, especially discussing a missing child. Yeah, Heather Brett. Hey, COVIDs. Texas Ranger, yes. Yeah, save the drama, right? Imagine Sebastian hearing that. Pretty eye. Very good point. Yeah. And I always go back to thinking about like yesterday, and that's why I brought it up. Like, he is known to do some interesting things, like being 22 years old and hanging out with a 12-year-old. I'm sorry, I go back to again, what did a 22-year-old have in common with a 12-year-old? And then we hear him completely disregard his son's privacy and dignity and think that this is just after dark humor. No. I know, Lurker. Yeah, I, hmm. I think that's why I feel so. Um, it's hard for me to discuss this shit. It's really hard because this is. I try to keep my personal fucking bullshit locked up and not overmix the two. But I'm sorry, sexualization of a minor is sexualization of a minor and could be seen in many capacities as something else too. Right, Miss Liverbird? Yeah. Oh, Purple Haze. I've heard that I need to watch her this morning because I heard she's attempting. We might have to review that, but oh, Dexter is fighting with the cats. No fighting on the island. Hey, Laura. Hey, Donna. I hope he never has to see this. Good morning, Mystic Butterfly. Oh, absolutely, Texas Bluebonnet. Yep. Yeah. Melissa Jade, I can see what you're saying for sure. I can see exactly what you're saying. That's why it's so necessary to separate the two and put them in the places they belong. Shitty behavior is shitty behavior, no matter if you have a missing child or not. But then there can also be the side of it that people act crazy and do strange things in fight or flight. Like, but it's still, you don't get a pass to re-sexualize and re-victimize your own child because you partook in bringing, yeah. I mean, it's just, ugh. Nora's, that's great. Yeah, Widow, I'm hopeful that there's something that could be done. Jason, it seems to be, I don't understand that people are offended by your review if you weren't the one. Yeah, well, Sabine, people think it's wrong for me to call it predatory behavior. And that's okay. It's fine. It's their feelings, but I wanted to address it very head on. Mal, I will. Every time I open my emails, as you guys see, I get these weird freaking threats and weird shit. And I'm just like, no, I don't got time for that shit. I get so sick of it. It's a very sad situation. Yeah, there's no boundaries. Zero boundaries. I agree with that, Anne. Completely out the window. I just don't understand how anybody can defend it. I don't. Because he's an adult, he's allowed to have adult conversations, humors if he wants, in my opinion. You defend a YouTuber who talks about sex with Sebastian's name hashtagged all the time. Who do I defend? And I know you're going to say Clue. Again, if you have a problem with Clue, go take it up with Clue. I have watched Clue a whole fucking 20 minutes last week, 30 minutes I was in there. I was in there for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm not a goddamn YouTuber's babysitter. I talk about the re-victimization of victims. You guys expect me to call out people because you have fucking issues with what they do. I am not in there, nor do I participate, and nor do I think it's acceptable that anybody does that to a minor child. If you guys have issues with what she does, address it with her, not me. For the last effing time. Y'all come in here expecting me to babysit Clue. This is the same shit that happened before with Queen Bee. You guys expected me to babysit Queen Bee when she would do stuff and say things that you guys didn't like. You'd come in here, address this, do this, call this person out. Y'all got channels. Do it. Revival, did you get my chicken one? Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I don't know. I'm not I guess some of you have your expectations of me extremely wrong because I am not a babysitter of other creators on this app. I talk about the re-victimization and the victimization of victims and the people doing it. If you think that she's doing that, clip it, get it out there, call it out. I don't have the fucking time to watch 500 channels. That expectation needs to end. Y'all are fucking weird. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Darcy. I think we are too. Yeah, it's sad. It is, it's really fucking sad. Okay. Oh, come on. You little shit. Get out here. No. Y'all, Dexter is being something else. Did Seth's parents know about Katie, the age gap? If so, does that mean they were aware of the Crimson Moon? That's something I've always wondered. I've always wondered myself. I don't know. Yeah, always me 1969. Yep. Yeah. And I think if I'm correct, going back to the Clue thing for a moment, I think in her disclaimer, I think she does talk about something. Again, not defending her, but I'm just saying, like, I think You guys have to go check that for yourself. I couldn't tell you the slightest. Mendoza, ugh, I just got off my chest what I was. I don't know, Lori. I guess I'm defending, or I guess I defend people that I didn't know I defended because I don't catch and watch everything that everybody does on this YouTube. I don't know. I have a problem. Courtney, you call it babysitting. I call it addressing the misinformation. You notice when she goes at me personally and reviews me, I let her. I don't give a fuck. I don't come back at it. I go back to when she's talking about Sebastian or when Seth's on her panel doing stuff. It's really interesting how you guys miss that. Again, if I wanted to babysit her, I'd ride that ass so hard and she would be crying in a fucking corner. Trust and believe. I've barely put any pressure on Brittany. And if you call it babysitting, well, fuck, I do a terrible job because I didn't even know half the shit that was going on, but goddamn, I'm a good one. There ain't enough money for me to babysit that fucking pain in the ass, let me tell you. And how you defend Brittany after what she allowed on her panel the other day? Woo! Black, that's so weird to say. Clue is a legend, way better than you. That's so weird. Like, why do subs do this? Like weird shit and posturing shit. I don't even know these people. Like, y'all are fucking weird. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess. Oh, exactly. And I do what I want. And it is so fucking exhausting watching some of these creators. Like, the expectation, are any of the other creators in here? Does this happen to you guys where they expect you to be in all places at all times and see all and know all? Like, how do you guys live up to those expectations of being in 5,000 places at once doing what everybody expects you to do? Because Lord bless it, there's not enough hours in the day. Yeah. If BJ wasn't exploiting a family going through their worst time, she wouldn't even be on my radar. And I'm not defending anybody. I don't watch other creators. I do. That's a lie. I don't watch other creators that are doing similar things to me. I focus on the misinformation that is harmful. If you find that she's doing stuff that is harmful, fire up. And if you're catching it, do something, say something. Like, I don't know what people want me to do. It's so fucking weird. I guess I'm the moral authority, hall monitor, police department, all of the above. I don't have a fucking team of people that do my content like BJ does. I don't rely on my mods to wipe my fucking ass and figure all of this shit out. I will, as soon as I'm done. Oh, Harlot. Okay, let's get to it. I can't stand hypocrisy. I have a problem with you bashing the parent of a missing kid over adult jokes, his son's pics, while defending her while she hashtags Sebastian in her vulgar shit constantly. Again, I am not over there. So you have a problem with me because you have a fucking problem with another goddamn adult on this app and you expect me. No, you want to know what the problem is here, harlot? Is your expectation and chicken shit hiding ass. You got a problem? Fucking call it out. You were ballsless bitch? Just say that. Say you need me to do your fucking job because you don't have enough fucking cojones to stand up to the plate and call something out. Don't come at me saying I'm a hypocrite because I don't have fucking time to address the people that you have fucking personal issues with. So instead you bring your personal issues to my fucking feet and drop them and say, address it, bitch. Fuck out of here. Get some fucking cojones, fire up a channel and call it out. Address it. Stop expecting other adults to wipe your fucking ass and take care of your problems. If you got an issue, go deal with it. Fucking fuck, people. I am done with the bullshit. Who's next? Come on. Come on, people. Come at me. Yeah, I know. Like, and that's the craziest shit is I actually have a fucking job. I actually have a life. I have two special needs children and an adult child. Thank God I have her, but has major medical issues. Like, I don't get on here and blame you guys for me not having any time. I make time to talk about what I want to talk about or what I have time to watch. Fuck, oh dear. I can't even believe that. Like, what the fuck are you people thinking? Fucking Crimson Moon, most of these people wouldn't say shit to my face. Fucking address that shit if you want to. Address it. Don't fucking expect me to do it. Arctic. Purple Haze. I have so much respect for Burnt Toast. Oh my gosh. Burnt Toast was one of the first creators. I love her layout, like how she lays out her content because it's easy for my brain to process. Wispy's been around. Wispy's an OG Islander. Wispy was part of our tent building operation over here, and she's the herbalist tent runner. I know. Why am I so mean? Why are you so mean? Poor Nonsense is such a fucking bitch. If you guys only fucking knew, I'm nice to a fucking fault. I just really hate stupid people. And I really hate adults having expectations of me that just are never going to happen. Like, the fuck? Just leave them alone. You're so fucking mean. God damn it, Nonsense. Like, I don't know what you guys fucking expect. It's so wild. When in doubt, come to Nonsense. She'll call them out because there's a lot of ballsless people on here that won't fucking, that's the funniest thing. How dare we get offended by the way that victims and their families are treated? Like, that's a you problem. If you don't like the fact that somebody needs to stand up for victims and their families, that's a you problem. Just admit you're a shitty human. That's okay. If it makes you uncomfortable that victims deserve better, including minor children, and their fathers aren't allowed to sexualize them either, like, you know how many people in this chat have been molested, raped, brutally? The ignorance. Just walk in and say, hey, I'm a fucking dumbass and ignorant as hell, and I have expectations that are unrealistic. So just identify yourself as that, please, because it would be much easier. Oh, Courtney, you found a buddy. I love when you guys come in and talk shit. Truly, because it identifies who's okay with sexualization of minors. Please keep talking. Please keep playing the whataboutisms because that's a reflection of you, not me. Hell yes, Anne. I know, Andrea. I fucking named myself Nonsense on the web. Like, right? Not that, Amber? I ain't your fucking mama, your daddy. Oh, Chico is incredible. I love Chico. Chico's just real as they come. They ain't see shit, right? I know, Arctic. I'm like, I am one of, and anybody, it's funny because the people that actually like know me, that I talk to all the time, it's just so weird to see the perception that random strangers develop of me and who they think I am. And a lot of it's because of my facial expressions. They think I have like this attitude that I'm I am like, in a lot of your minds, I'm this blonde girl that had, you know, I was the bully in high school and all that shit. No, I was not. Nowhere close. I've never been a bully my entire life. I stand up for the underdog. That's not being a bully. I don't let people roll over everybody. Uh, I have always done this shit, said this shit, but I'm nice to a fault and I'm loyal to a fucking fault. But keep on thinking Becky's this Billy badass. Y'all fucking talk about throwing down and like showing up at people's places. And we're over here laughing our asses off because I would be like, hey, can you grab my walker first? Like, I am not, I'm too old for the bullshit. I am not this Billy badass. It's just amazing how people are offended by honesty. Being really mean. I need a smoking she said shed. I could not say Sally by this she. Yeah, we're not even gonna try that shit this morning. I need an air conditioned smoking shed for sure. It's freaking hot. Hey Elizabeth, early fireworks. It is 4th of July week. Anybody doing anything fun for 4th of July? Sorry, I'm just looking. Y'all, Nana's not drunk. See? There you go. Simple solution. And if it got really bad, I'm sure you would say something. I know other people who have addressed things that they weren't comfortable with over there. I just don't understand the expect. I am not Kels. I am not goody two shoes. As much as I got that image on this app, I don't quite understand how I got that. But no, ma'am, I'm definitely not. Yeah, a Telegram account. You know, I've heard a lot about Telegram, but I don't know much about it, Jason. Revival. Fucking revival. Revival always gets me with what she says. I text her. I torch scorpions. Yeah, I'm so mean, and I'm a violent person. I do have clothes on right now, Roberta, but they won't be on for long. Let me tell you what. Yeah, Leo, I can't. I don't have a oh my fucking God. Harlot, do you hear what you're saying? Seriously. Self-reflect for a moment. You don't have a problem with Clue. You have a problem with the I can't. Okay, I'm just going on. Harlot, I can't today. Like you're contradicting your own shit. You want me to call out Clue because you think that Clue does X, Y, and Z. Okay? So you want me to have a problem with what Clue does, but you don't have a problem with. Shut the fuck up. Like it's Monday. This is going to be a long week with you guys acting this way. Terry, good question. Very good question. Oh, Lisa, thank you. Oh, Jennifer. Yeah, I was in there for a few minutes in the very beginning and then bounced. I can't sit around. Usually like I spent Jones and probably if she's still in here, she can tell you that's probably the longest she's ever seen me in her lives was the other day when I was gathering context. Like I don't go to the live streams like Queens, Clues, Jones and Tracy and I try to catch in the evening hours when she's on, which is rare. But I don't hang out in chats very long. And if I'm there, I'm chatting. But I pop in, show support, and I bounce because I'm so in the zone of watching the worst of the worst and figuring out this cycle of misinformation. That's where my focus goes. There's not enough hours in the day. Do you guys know how many times people go live all day, every day? Kim, I've heard that she has some interesting things to say this morning about the last time that he saw Sebastian. So I'm going to go listen to that as soon as I'm done here because I want to know what the hell. Harley, well, when I start bashing the parents of a missing child for their behavior of sexualizing a minor child, if you have a fucking problem with that, you should probably exit out of my chat. If you're okay with sexualization of a minor child because you think that it's okay because he's the parent of said missing child, you've got bigger issues than I even want to consider dealing with. So if you think it's okay, then I guess we're okaying what other parents do to their children too. Okay, cool. Please identify yourself.
Are you live?
Yeah. Keep on. That's that. I don't have time to argue with that. I'm just not going
You don't
to.
have to mute. It's fine. He's not putting me on any medications right now, but
That's where you're going
wants
next.
me to look.
Yeah,
into
this
it.
this is okay. This is something that everybody in the family has been on and done really well
what
with.
I thought.
Okay.
I've heard about it, but he says the side effects are worse.
Methotrexate can be really hard on people, but I think that one's a better one for you than what you've been on.
And then he said my inflammation looks good right now, so he doesn't want to put me on anything right now.
Okay.
But
It's down right now, thank God.
I see him the day before my surgery.
Making adult jokes while having, my God, Harlan, if you think that's adult jokes, then yeah, we are never going to see eye to eye. It's best that you find a place that you can spew your gross, inappropriate humor about sexualization. If you feel that that's appropriate behavior in just adult humor, you definitely don't belong here because we talk about re-victimization of SA victims, and Sebastian, we know, is an SA victim because of fucking Seth's mouth. And then Seth himself had to act and pretend that he was, jacking off with a minor child's photo. Again, in a lot of areas, that could be considered assault of some sort and an extreme violation of a minor. So miss me with your fucking bullshit and see you later. Goodbye. Stop excusing fucking poor behavior because he donated sperm. Fuck out of here. I cannot believe people are defending this shit. I cannot believe people even will defend that behavior. There you go. Just tell me that you're okay with sexualization of minor children. Just say that. Please. Thank you. I guess you don't have to say it. You're showing us. Andrea, she's been on hydroxychloroquine is what they've had her on, but they're going to switch her to methotrexate when her inflammation goes back up, which it's down right now, which is a great thing because she's been struggling so bad with that, but they've got it down some. She's having really bad reactions with the hydroxychloroquine. She's been like nauseated and sick for so long on that. So, but the little one took it too, and she had way better results on methotrexate than Humira even. So, anywho. And Enbrel, that's Arctic. That's what my mom took for a long time too. You have RA. Yeah. So sorry to hear all you guys in the comment section. Kenzie just got back from her rheumatologist. Yeah, absolutely. I'm never there's never gonna be a time and place that I excuse that as adult humor. There is nothing adult humor by that. There is nothing that's appropriate about that. He disrespected Brittany. She allowed herself to be disrespected by that man. But if you allow a man to talk around you like that, talk to you like that, if you find humor in it, you're just degrading yourself. That's a you problem. Get some self-respect, get some dignity. Because if you allow that around you, hey, more power to you, right? Your life. But when it comes to a minor child, there is no ifs, ands, buts about it. And I can't understand how people defend it. I can't. There you go. Crazy. Crazy. Is this the support group where I can report bolus? My feelers hurt. Hey, leave it to Bieber. Yeah, Lisa, there's nothing that can even remotely be said that it's acceptable, right? Miss Mandy reacts. Miss Mandy reacts. Can you imagine if you had your son's picture up there? Oh no, I can't even. I can't even say that because most, like, that's just never something that people are going to do and be okay with. Like, you can't, like, it's never going to make sense to any of us because we find that to be so egregious. I guess maybe when you add in, like, people have trauma from being molested and raped, and then watching him out his son's most private, intimate details and then completely disregard because he's making fucking adult jokes. Come the fuck on. Come on. So you tell me again that he wasn't receiving the proper help, right? Because his mom, it was all somebody else's fault. But then you have no problem using his photo and doing that shit because you think it's okay. Yeah. Always me, 1969. I'm with you. It, you know what the crazy thing is casual art. I have been around, I bartended in a logging community, which loggers are rough. Like, they are rough. They're crude, they're rough, they're tough, they take no bullshit. I grew up around railroaders and Navy sailors. I've been around all of the things that people say talk terribly. All of those men from any one of those walks of life, railroaders, loggers, Navy sailors, have been the most kind, caring when it comes to women and children and knowing appropriate time and place. They would never, the ones I know, do something similar. So when I hear people, well, I grew up around a Navy sailor, nothing really bothers me, or when she used that as an excuse because her husband or boyfriend or whatever he is ex-Navy. No, ma'am. No, no, don't do that to the military again, because most military people would not find anything funny about sexualization of a minor child. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, Tammy, yeah, we could. We absolutely could talk about. We do sometimes. I haven't used my backup channel in a while, but we do talk health over there sometimes. Sorry for all of you guys that are going through stuff and on immune suppressants, biologics. Did he call her out or something? Tracy, they were joking about Betty being his girlfriend. I don't know. Yeah, Emerald Skies, absolutely. Yep. Hey, Zero. Hey, keep it moving. Kathleen, not to my knowledge, no. Yeah, they would never. Mm-mm. Never. I mean, there's always going to be a few bad ones in the bunch, but for the majority, they would never talk to women or around women or children like that. My grandfather was a freaking fire chief for years, a railroader, and a Navy sailor, and that man had more respect for women than anything I've ever seen. Him and my grandma were married for over 65 years, and he treated her like a queen. But let me tell you what, you talk about that shit in front of his wife, his daughters, or his grandchildren, there would be hell to pay.
Oh, man.
Absolutely, the runaway truth. Hell yeah. They would have handled him himself. Think about, so they talk about bikers a lot. Like, that's something that seems to be kind of a thing with all of that group. They talk a lot about, their bikes and going to the bike shop and, shit like that. So seems like they're connected in some way, shape, or form to the biking community. I don't know how much he's plugged in, but can you imagine BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse, hearing that? Can you imagine what those riders would think? Just think about that for a second. Think about that for a moment. JLR is just a piece of shit too. Yep, Army Tanker's wife. Thank you. I'm a biker. Yeah, biker's wife. Yep. They would be offended. There would be issues. Trust and believe. Any biker that I know, there would be issues. Exactly. Bikers I know would be floored and never okay with that. That's what's so weird. Yeah, I've got a backup channel called All the Nonsense. I very rarely use it. Usually it's just during like holidays and stuff when I'm doing canning or baking and like trinkets and shit like that. Soup. I made soup last year. We did caramels, stuff like that. I rarely use it though. They will die to protect a child. Absolutely. An army tanker's wife, am I right that they would be completely not okay with this behavior? Like they would have a major fit because it's sexualization of a minor child. Whether you think it's adult jokes or not, it's not. You have a minor child as your photo and your avatar, and you're pretending to do and partake in these things. Oh, we've made lemon pound cake too, I think. I don't even know what I think I made. Did I make almond roca live? I don't remember. Yeah, Kyle had a major issue with this. And Kyle's a railroader. And he's also a general contractor. So he's around, what considering he's a laborer. He works in trades, skilled trade. But he's heard the worst. I mean, railroaders can be really crude. He was so appalled by that entire live stream yesterday. He was exactly F you. He was so appalled. He was like, what the fuck is funny? Like, he just kept saying, there is nothing funny about this. And that guy, Kyle and I might be different because of my past trauma and how delicate he is with me. So that might play a role into how he views some of that stuff a little bit. But beyond that, he just finds it to be disgusting. Like, completely waste of time, disgusting. I don't even know another word. It's so disgusting. Well, he's displayed very predatory behavior. I will go with that. I will say that he has shown very predatory behavior. And it's really concerning when you think that he met her when she was 12 and he was 22. I don't even care as a friendship if he had that type of inappropriate humor back then too. Like, there's just no excusing it.
Hello?
What's this?
Why are you in my room?
Because it's cool in your room.
I don't care.
She's telling me to get out of her room. I will always stand on the side of protecting a child. 100%.
Have you given an update on Whiskey?
Absolutely, Sabine. Absolutely. No, but hold on, let me see.
Show them how big she is.
Kenzie wants me to show you her kitty cat.
She gained another pound since she was at the vet.
Oh, she's talking. Oh, it does this weird, look at that. Look on yours and see what you can see. Because it does that weird, like, I don't know why it does that.
It's showing.
That's weird.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm a pretty girl. Yeah, I'm a pretty girl.
You're a pretty big pain in the butt. You little messy little girl. Oh, this is what, by the way, what I ordered. See if you can see that. Hold on, it's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what was in the order. We got him a new cat tree.
And the hammock right there, the little pocket thing, we have.
There's another one that goes over here.
It's coming.
That's the one.
It doesn't
so they'll have
it, but we got another one for the cats fight over it.
They'll have another little thing to nest in. So, anywho, that's what I ordered. There's Whiskey. All right, y'all. I am gonna get out of here. I've made my point very clear.
Hi.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I am going to go live and we're gonna review another one of his previous streams because I want to get back into that because now that I have noticed how much was actually said, I'm really curious what else has been said that we missed. So Trev Nosef was on the phone with Taco Emerald Skies, possibly you could hear Seth. They admitted to being able to hear Seth. That's all confusing. I don't know if T-Rev 757 was in on that or not. If you go and look at it, it's questionable. You can hear Seth on the phone saying, just mute me, and then rolling into it. But I don't know. It's really interesting. Thank you, Catherine. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I will see you guys back this afternoon. I'm going to try to be on about 1 o'clock my time. So I think that's 3 o'clock. Wait, I don't know who I'm in line with anymore. It's 10 o'clock my time right now. So I'm hoping by 1 o'clock I got to shower and take some clothes off, put some clothes back on. Unfortunately, we have to wear clothes, but it's so freaking hot. Nobody wants to wear clothes. But to spare you guys, in case of an accidental camera slip, nobody needs to see all that. I will be back this afternoon. We're going to get back into the interviews and the Pascal, and I'm going to go watch the BHB shit from this morning because I'm interested to see what she's talking about with the dates now. So if there's anything of substance there, I will clip it and bring it to you guys. Shorts, Cash. I have worn leggings one time, I think, twice since I've been in Arizona. And it was like during our winter season. 3 o'clock revival time. Okay. It's 1 Eastern right now. Okay. So 4 o'clock Eastern time is 1 o'clock my time. Yeah, Cher, you can hear Seth on the call with somebody. I'm not sure. It seemed all set up. It seemed all too much. Yes, it's way too hot for leggings. Yeah. Way too hot sundresses. Yeah, Nicole, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea. I have one that I might throw on today. Okay, y'all. I will see you guys in a little bit. Thank you guys for joining me and understanding where I'm coming from. And I'm glad that some people came out in the comment section and defended this. Like, now you guys see what I'm being told. Hey, if you're going to defend that type of behavior, please do me a favor and hit that unsubscribe button. Don't forget, I really would not want you to be offended by sexualization of minor children and it being addressed as it should properly be. So please do me a favor and hit that unsubscribe button, because obviously adult conversations about re-victimization of victims is not acceptable for you. So do yourself a favor and the rest of us and hit that unsub button. And if I don't see you guys later today, I will see you guys probably Wednesday. So I will see you guys later today, but if you guys can't make it, then I will see you guys Wednesday. Bye, y'all.